everyone, welcome to my channel. If you like this content, please like, subscribe, and leave a comment in the comment section. So before I get started, I just like to say that I apologize that there's been such a delay in pushing these videos out. I have a new schedule, so it's been pretty hard to kind of figure out when to film and edit everything, but I'm not gone, I'm still here, so thanks everyone for staying with me. Without further ado, I wanted to do a recap and analysis of episode 5 of Yashahime. The episode kicks off with the girls in the feudal era, and Kiyuki is spying on the girls via Yashahime, and she's one of the 4 perils, and we see that. And she essentially says, okay, let's let Jokotsumaru know and get his vengeance for his father, which is another one of the 4 perils. Later on in the episode, we find that the girls have gone their separate ways. Moroha has gone to her bounty hunting, and the girls have gone back to the village, and they've taken up a job to go find this Jokotsumaru who's been stealing people's bones as a slaying gig. And at the same time, Moroha has gotten a gig from the bounty hunting shop to go get Jokotsumaru and to bring back his father's head, because she only brought part of his body, so she only collected part of her bounty. Here is where we see Miyoga pop up, as well as Takachiyo. So Moroha calls Miyoga Grandpa Miyoga, so you can tell that they've been close for a while, which is awesome to see. And then it goes to a clip of the twins. They've tracked down Jokotsumaru, and he disappears and he leaves a trail of bones for them to follow. So he essentially is luring them in, and as he's luring them in, the girls run into Moroha. At this point, he's like, I'm ready to avenge my father, and basically asks, Father, are you ready to wake up? So you can see that Tokotsu is actually alive, not super alive, but he's been chowing down on these bones that Jokotsumaru has been stealing. And before the girls go in, Miyoga kind of gives a quick background on the 4 perils and lets the girls know these are all subordinates to Kirinmaru. And then Setsuna chimes in really quick and says, Kirinmaru actually has been going a bad way and is trying to tear apart time. And Miyoga says that doesn't seem like Kirinmaru. Through this time, the girls get in, and we learn that Moroha actually slayed Tokotsu, and that's how she got her red pearl. So it wasn't entrusted to her by anyone. She just clearly went into Beniyasha form and woke up, and Tokotsu was slain, and she stole his red pearl and took the body. So we don't actually know how Tokotsu died, but it's inferred that Moroha killed him, although people may say, did she actually kill him? Maybe someone out there. So Moroha leads with an attack on Jokotsumaru, and it's with spiritual powers, and he says, how is this possible? She spit on him spiritual salt, and Miyoga chimes in, and it looks like he's narrating a bit in this episode, and says, well, she's the daughter of the reincarnation of Kikyo, instead of simply saying that she's the daughter of Priestess Kagome, because apparently we still need that context. And then right as that happens, she transformed by using her lipstick, and the power of Red Pearl turned to Beniyasha, and we see she's got the same powers as her father. Really awesome moment and very nostalgic. However, this is kind of like a last resort. So after she uses her powers, she only has it for a minute, because we have to be realistic here. She's a quarter demon. What's the likelihood of her actually being that powerful? And if she is that powerful, how long can she be that powerful for? So after that minute's up, she's out. She's down for the count. She's in a deep sleep, and it's up to the twins. So she attacks, she kills Jokotsumaru, she attacks, and then she's asleep. So then after that, the twins have to finish the job and take out Tokotsu. So as this is happening, Setsuna says a phrase. Essentially, if you meet someone who's enlightened, kill them. If you meet your parents, slay them as well. And then Toa finishes Tokotsu, and everything around them evaporates. And then Toa asks after everything is evaporated, where did you learn all this stuff about the saying that you were saying? And she says, oh, it was from a traveling monk a long time ago. And then Takachiyo is reporting on the fact that Tokotsu and Tsumaru are no longer to the bounty shop. And that's the end of the episode. So I think one thing that was really interesting in the episode, they explain Moroha gets her powers from her grandfather when she turns into Beniyasha, because the lipstick is his blood, and then she also has these spiritual powers from Kikyo. This episode was clearly meant to highlight Moroha a little bit more and her powers and kind of what's going on there. And interestingly enough, we don't fully know what happened with Tokotsu before. I'm assuming she turned into Beniyasha and slayed him and then woke up and was like, whoa. So I think that'll come into play, and I think we can kind of gather that she can be extremely powerful when she turns to Beniyasha. I expect this power up is going to be something that comes up over and over again. Another thing that was really interesting was afterwards when Toa asked where Setsuna had heard these chants from, essentially, she was like, oh, so I'm a traveling monk. It looked like it was Moroku. So Moroku looks like he's alone. And he's obviously no longer in the picture. Setsuna clearly doesn't know who he is. So it was very, very interesting. I kind of looked at this episode more like a filler episode, but it did give us some good nuggets, like Muro has power, her lipstick comes from her grandfather's blood, which is exciting and explained by Miyoga, and we just got to see a little bit more about her and what she's capable of. At the same time, Toa had some really awesome powers. This is not the first time that she's finished the job and helped kill a demon for everyone. So what did you guys think of this episode? Did you like it? Did you love it? Did you think it was a filler like I did, even though it gave us some stuff? I'm really looking forward to the next episode. Let me know what you think, and like, subscribe, and comment in the comment section.